What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. There has been a lot of negativity recently surrounding the new premium event pass for the Squid Game event that launches today. And rightfully so. Why shouldn't there be? This game continuously monetizes itself in new ways without ever fixing its core issues. The greed is on full display. And yet here I am saying it's our fault. It's all on us. And maybe it's not on you and I, as individual members of the Call of Duty community, but as a collective, as a whole, the Call of Duty community is to blame for this amount of greed. We continuously incentivize Activision to find new avenues to monetize the game because they're greedy. They want to make more money. And we continuously reward them for subpar efforts. The anti-cheat sucks. The matchmaking is rigged. The servers are abysmal. And yet, people spend more and more money every single day in the game. So, their decision was, instead of just going with the status quo, find more ways to extract money from this brain-dead community. And that's what we are. As much as you and I might be aware of what's going on, there are so many more people who do not care and are more than happy to give their money to this blood-sucking, greedy-ass company. And that's exactly what it is. It is a greedy company preying on a bunch of brain-dead morons. I'm sorry if you're one of those people that buy bundles with Call of Duty or buy the Battle Pass or buy Black Cell. I don't really have a lot of respect for you. I'm going to call it how it is. You continuously incentivize a subpar product. You say it's okay to deliver me a bad anti-cheat, a bad experience, a rigged experience, as we've discussed so many times here on this channel. That's what you allow. And you may not think you're directly supporting this, but every cent goes towards the current philosophy behind how Activision operates. And I want to point to this tweet from Modern Warzone, because I think it perfectly illustrates the issue that so many people have right now with Call of Duty. So let's dive in. $70 base game, check. $30 Black Cell per season, check. $20 to $30 in-game bundles, check. $10 base battle pass per season, check. New $10 event passes, check. Anti-cheat, X. Broken game, check. Activision has lost their minds, check. Yeah, I think that properly illustrates the current state of Call of Duty. I don't think there's a better way to put it right now. But what I will say is I don't think that Activision has lost their minds. They are delivering this community exactly what they were asking for. And this is why I put the title of this video saying that we deserve this. Because as a collective, as a whole, the Call of Duty community deserves this amount of greed because they continuously reward Call of Duty for providing them the bare minimum. Yeah, it's a $70 base game every year. Is the game getting that much better as a base game year over year? No. People continuously excuse the lack of polish because it'll get better over time. Remember, billion-dollar company, over 20 years of experience, and yet the game is less and less polished every single year. And then they'll look at the $30 battle pass and they'll say, hey, they need to make money somehow. Of course they do. So the best way to do it is to extract it from the wallets of idiots. Same thing goes with the in-game bundles. They're not anything spectacular. And if anything, they're just glorified NFTs. And then we talk about the battle pass. And that might be the only thing that I can understand, because for so many people, they buy it once and continuously complete it season after season, so they never spend any more money. That makes some sense, but for others, it's $10 every single couple of months. Okay, that's not terrible. But then we get to the new event battle passes, the new event passes that are coming out with Squid Game, and that's where the real greed shines. But again, because we support the $70 base game, we support the Black Cell battle passes, we support the bundles, we support the battle passes every single season, it just makes perfect sense for them to once again create more avenues to make money. Because at no point have we voted with our wallets and said, no, we're done. This is enough monetization. You guys have jumped the shark. No. So what Call of Duty has done is found new unique ways to monetize their game, because enough mouth breathers and idiots continuously support them, regardless of the current state of the game. We don't care if the anti-cheat is functional. We don't care if the matchmaking system works or not. We don't care if the servers are good or not. Give us more rewards for us just spending money. And that's what it is now. It's a quid pro quo. I'm going to spend money, you give me this cosmetic, and that's it. Doesn't matter if it affects gameplay or not, and it doesn't. None of these affect gameplay, so it shouldn't really be that big of a deal. But it's the principle of it all. This community has continuously voted with their wallet, and what their vote has been saying is, yes, continue to take advantage of me. Continue to make more and more money off of us, while not improving the overall state of the game. Because anybody who believes that Call of Duty right now is more stable and is better today than it was, let's say even 5-6 years ago, is delusional. It's as simple as that. As much as you want to believe that Call of Duty now is so great, it's not. It really is not. There are so many better projects that existed before the current state of Call of Duty. It's laughable. Even Black Ops 4 is better than what we currently exist within. But people want to pretend that now is better, even though that back then the servers were stable. Anti-cheat wasn't such a big issue. Like, there weren't cheaters every game or two. Ranked play used to matter. And shockingly, the matchmaking didn't feel as rigged. And I keep returning to those same 3 core issues because those seem to matter the most. When I go play other games, the matchmaking doesn't feel rigged. The servers seem to work properly. And of course, cheaters aren't ruining every single game. So that's the core issues that affect Call of Duty. And yet, we reward them every single time we spend a cent. As much as that new bundle is cool to see in the store, it is super lame to see within game. Because it is a complete and utter display of your ignorance towards the issues of the game. I get it. You want to look like a badass playing Call of Duty. Well, guess what? You look like a moron. And I'm sorry to insult you, and I'm sorry to belittle you even. But that's the truth. Anybody that supports the Black Cell Battle Pass, the regular Battle Pass, these event passes, are giving Activision a free pass to shitify your game. That's exactly what they're doing. They're taking the game and the franchise that you're loyal to, and they're making it worse as a result. You cannot argue and say that Black Ops 6 is the best it can be. It's not. It simply is not. You might be having fun with the game, and that's completely fine. You're allowed to have fun with the game. But it's very clear that the game should be better, and could be better, if the developers gave a damn. But your continuous support of substandard products have allowed them to exist in a consequence-free world, and that's where we're at. There are no consequences for their lack of action. There are no consequences for their lack of improvements. And we see it consistently across this game. I'm sorry. That's just where we're at. I'd love us to reach a point where Call of Duty was actually improved. But it's going to take a long time before we get there. And the funny part about all this is so many content creators are the ones to call out Activision. Meanwhile, they're the ones that also spend the money on the bundles and spend the money on the event passes and the battle passes, essentially being hypocrites themselves. But don't worry, I'm like you. I'm somebody who will continuously speak out against this nonsense and not purchase the in-game content that Activision offers, because I know exactly what happens with that money. It doesn't go into making the game better. It goes into making the pockets of the executives fatter. And I'm not really interested in doing that. If it made the game better, I'd be way more inclined to invest into this game. They'd make more money. I'm being dead serious. If Call of Duty wanted to make more money, their microtransaction income should go to actually making the game better instead of continuously making the game worse. But I've made that point before. And essentially what I wanted to come out and say is, I'm not supporting this new event pass that's coming out for Squid Game. It could have been a cool idea. It could have been a neat opportunity for Call of Duty. But instead, once again, they've completely tarnished this idea by being greedy. Overly greedy. But it's okay, because many members of this community will support it. Will give it the okay, so we will continue to see it as time moves on. As they gain more and more opportunities to have cool crossovers within their universe. They will find every way to bleed every cent out of it, even if it's to the detriment of their community. That's the way Call of Duty currently operates. Do everything for the company and do nothing for the community. And if you think they're looking out for you, you're not only ignorant, you're completely and utterly brainwashed. And I don't know how to help you. But that's where I'm going to end it. I don't want to continuously ridicule you as a member of the Call of Duty community, but at some point, I really hope you wake up. I hope you smell the coffee. I hope you understand how much better this franchise could be if you just had a little bit more restraint with the money in your wallet. Because they prey on you being a little bit too loose with that wallet, being a little bit too spend happy with that card. That's how they make their money, and that's how they continuously exploit this community. And I'm sick of it. But maybe this is exactly what we deserve. A bit of a wake-up call. A reminder that this company isn't looking out for what's best for the community, what's best for the franchise, but instead what's best for themselves. So that's where I'm going to leave it today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, can you please hit that like button? If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.